everyone, and welcome back. So as promised, today I am going to show you the new car. So as I said before, we ended up buying the Chevrolet Bolt. Um, so this is the first electric vehicle we have ever owned. We've not even owned the hybrid, that is the electric and gas dual. And so we're still having to get used to it. And I really have only driven it a couple of times now. I don't drive very far to work, as I've said, about a mile a day or so. So I really haven't gone out and messed with it very much. And so hopefully today I will be able to change that. And so as I get to know it better, I will jump back on here and show you what I've learned about it, tell you what I like or dislike about it, and things like that. So I am going to show you the Bolt today. So with having the Bolt, you download the My Chevrolet app to your phone. And it will actually show you like when it's charging, when it's not charging, what charge number it is up to, as in miles or percentage, whichever one you want to know. It will allow you to lock it, unlock it, honk the horn, stop the horn, turn it on, all that stuff from the app. So I am getting used to that, and also you name your Bolt in that app. So it asked us to name it, and we were kind of just like, my husband just calls it Zoom Zoom. He just thinks that's a funny name, or Beep Beep, because it's just a cute little car. But so the color of it is a dark gray. And so I've been trying to think of something cute, cool, that kind of thing for it. And so I'm have come to two names that I really like. So leave me a comment below and let me know which one you really like. So I am looking at Storm because it is a Chevrolet Bolt, as in storm or lightning or whatever. I like the name Storm. Storm is, known as a comic character, and so it's a girl. And so I kind of like it, and so I'm thinking maybe Storm because it's a dark gray color, and Bolt. Or I'm thinking maybe Magneto. I don't know. I can't decide. I like both of them. They both come from the same comic strip, or comic book. So I don't know. So what do you think? Should I name her Storm? Should I name him Magneto? I don't know. Well, one or the other. But so the color that we did get is the dark gray, and the interior is the dark gray along with the pale silver. So that is the color combination that we ended up getting. So I did notice that I have driven it one day to work and back, and I drive about a mile a day. And so, as I said before, when you let off the accelerator or when you lightly put on the brake for a little bit, it regenerates power. And so I had only charged it to 187 miles. That's about 80%, which is really where you want to keep it if you're not going to need it for a long distance. You normally want to keep that charge between 20 and 80%. You don't really want to go over that, and that's right at 80%. And so we charged it right at 80. And so when I left here yesterday morning going to work, I was on 187 with the drive, stop, drive, stop, drive, stop that I do along the way. It regenerated the power so much that it's still at 187. So I know that's crazy. So anyway, and then it did sit overnight. And so I am curious to see. It has been, well, it's noon, it's afternoon now, so, and I haven't gone out and checked on it today. So it has been sitting for almost 24 hours under the carport. So that was one other thing that I'm interested in, is to see how much of the power does it lose overnight if it's sitting. So we're going to test that theory also. So, and when when we go out under the carport, just know there's a lot of stuff out there, and please just overlook that. So it is early June, and so the thing is I'm trying to clean out the house as we go and get rid of stuff. So when they put down the flooring, we cleaned a lot of stuff out and put it under our carport until we were ready to bring it back in. We have brought back in all the stuff that we use or need, and we even brought in more that we don't use or need, but it was just stuff. And so we have a lot though that is still out there, so I am slowly weeding through it and getting rid of the stuff that I know we don't need. And so you're going to notice boxes and stuff stacked up and things like that. So every day I'm going out there and going through stuff or getting rid of stuff or rehoming stuff or giving away stuff, all of that. And so just kind of bear with me on that. So, and the other thing is the charging system. So it comes with the level 1, which actually takes a lot longer to charge total than what I thought it did. I was thinking it said around 12 hours. But it actually takes like 40 hours or not 40 hours, but yeah, maybe it was 40 hours for it to charge fully from basically 0 to full. So it actually takes a lot longer to charge with the level 1. So we've been looking at getting a level 2 home charger to bring in. So one of the things about the level 2 is just because it's level 2 doesn't mean they're the same. There's a lot of companies out there that make the chargers for the electric vehicles, and so when you get to looking at them, the first thing you do is you look at what type of plug it takes and what ampage and voltage it uses. And you have to have that installed by a professional electrician. Please do not do that at home unless you have that certification, because it can burn your house down. It can also burn your car up. It can catch it on fire. Please don't do that. Make sure you have someone who is certified, knows what they're doing to install that outlet for you. But so with that being said, there are several different ones. So when you choose your charger that you're going to get, you need to know that you're going to have an outlet installed specifically for that one. So the one that comes with it is a 16 amp. And so it just plugs into a regular outlet. There's the regular 3-prong outlet. And so that's what comes with it, and it takes a long time to charge. There is another one that is 32 volts, I believe, which is a level 2, but it's a 32 amp or 32 amp charger. It's not going to take as long as the level 1, but it's not going to be as fast as the 40 amp. So you need to know that when you're looking at chargers and know which one you plan to get. So the level 1, if it takes 40 hours to charge fully, the 32 may take 12 hours to charge. But if you go up to like a 40, it may take 6 to 8 hours to charge. So there's quite a bit of difference there, and it just depends on what you're going to need. So I also found that on that level 2 charger, they do start at around $150 to $200. I think like $199 or so was like the most common price for that beginning level 2 charger. And then the level 2 chargers, they go up a lot. Like they go up to, I think I found one for almost $2,000. So they do go up a lot. The other thing on the level 2 chargers that I found are some are Wi-Fi, some are non-Wi-Fi, and some don't have anything at all. Like they don't have Bluetooth or Wi-Fi or anything on them. So you need to definitely research that to find out what is best for you, for your home, and for your lifestyle. So I don't think I'm going to get the Wi-Fi one. I'm either going to get the manual on, which you could just go out and when you plug it in, you turn it on. Or I'm probably going to get the Bluetooth one. I just don't think that I really need the Wi-Fi. I don't think I have the reason to pay extra for the Wi-Fi one. Now, for you, geeks out there, saying that nicely, not being rude or mean, that love all of your, digital and wireless stuff, you're probably going to want that Wi-Fi one. But I really don't have the reason for it. And if I knew I had to drive a lot every day, like if I knew I was going to be driving, 100 to 200 miles every day, I would get the Wi-Fi one, just because I can see everything on my phone. I can know what's going on as soon as I charge it in the afternoon. It'll tell me when it's done. I can program it and all that. Just not start charging until like after hours, after like when the electric amount goes down, because most places and most times of the year there is that. During the day, electricity is more expensive than it is at night, because you've got a lot more people using it during the day than you do at night. So you can start charging it once that electric rate goes down and not have to pay, more for it to charge. Like I said, I drive about a mile or two a day, so I really don't have a reason to spend that extra money. With that being said, I haven't bought it yet. I may end up buying the Wi-Fi one. I'm not sure yet. But the ones that I was looking at, I've kind of narrowed it down to about 3. I am planning on getting the 40 amp, the one that charges the fastest, just in case I have an emergency and I need to, or I get a call that says I need to be somewhere that's great distance the next day. I am planning on getting the 40 amp. And so as I weed those down and make that decision, I will let you know which one I decided to get. And then when it's installed, I will also show you that as well. So the one that we have now is just the one that comes with it. And I keep it stored in the trunk, which is where it comes to begin with. I am ordering, though, a mount to mount it onto the side of the house so that I don't have to keep it in the trunk. Just for like everyday use. And so I will do that, and then when I get the level 2 in that I plan on keeping at home, that will also be mounted in there. Now when I say mounted, it can be taken down. It literally just has a hanger that is on the wall that the cable wraps around, and then it has a plug that the adapter goes into to keep dirt and dust and rain and all that stuff out of it. So I can take it down, unplug it, and put it in my car if I get ready to go somewhere. And so with that, if I get ready to go somewhere that I know I'm traveling, 100 miles or something, I most likely will unplug both of the chargers from the house, put them in the trunk, and take them with me. Just in case something comes up and I need to be able to charge before I leave. And I will need to have both of them with me, because if they have that 240 volt outlet out there, I will want to charge it faster to where I can get done quicker. But if I'm going to stay overnight or something and the only option I have is a 3-plug outlet, I need to have that level 1 with me, because that's the only one that's going to plug into that and that I'm going to be able to charge the car. And the other thing is, even if I'm going to like a big city where I know that I will be able to find charging stations, a level 2 or level 3 or anything, you never know when you get there if those chargers are going to be working, if they're going to be in use, or if, they are having an electric outage or something that you can't get, plugged into it or something. So, I'm just one of those that I like to think ahead. I like to make sure that I'm prepared for anything and everything that could happen. And so I will most likely take those with me just to be on the safe side. So anyway, that is where we are. And the one that comes with the car does not come with a bag or anything to put it in. It literally just goes into the trunk. That's another thing I'm probably going to do, is order a storage bag for it, so that I can store it in there and it not be just kind of all over the place, and I can just have it in there out of the way. So if I do get groceries or things like that, it won't just be there where I'm trying to shove it out of the way. I can just move the bag and it'd be fine. So anyway, okay, with that being said, I'm fixing to stop here. I'm going to get everything together, go get the keys and all that, and we're going to go out and look at a car. Okay, and here we are. If you can see, it's a dark gray color. The carport looks a little wet if you look down there, but it's because we had some really bad storms last night. It's not that the car is leaking or any kind of fluids or anything. Bolt EV. There's an interior. Give you a look of it. And the back seat. So I'm sorry there's a lot of reflection on this, but you know, I don't really have a whole lot I have a bicycle over here, so you're seeing the reflection of my bike also. But so this is the front of the car, and so this is the charging port for it. You literally just push it in and pull it out like you would a gas cap, and that's where the charger is plugged in. So normally when I pull in, I will pull in backwards. I'll just back it in, and you will I would be right next to my outlet because it is right there next to my wall. And there's a little dirt and stuff in here from in and out. Like I said, it was storming yesterday. So, like I was saying yesterday, when I started off here, I left with 187 miles. I still have 187 miles, and that's because it regenerates itself as you stop. So, yeah, that's really cool. That's what I like about it. And so, I'm just going to get in here and close the door for a minute. And this, I think, is so cool about it. Check that out. Isn't that the neatest thing? I just think it's so neat. I love all that kind of stuff. And like I said, it's a little dusty, dirty kind of look. But it looks like just a little cockpit of, you know, I don't know. And so it's flashing right here because it's telling me that I need to push the power button for it to be started, that it's not actually going. The thing about it is, it's so quiet that you don't even know that it's not on. And so, like, it has OnStar and the SOS and stuff, and then it tells you about the passenger airbags and so forth, and then this is your lighting feature. And, you know, you can turn them on or off, so I'm just leaving them off. And then, excuse me, I seem to be getting a little bit of an allergy maybe coming up here, but, so this is the weird thing about the shifter. So, this is something I'm not used to at all. I'm used to just going, you know, you starting at the top, you push it back 1 for reverse, and then 2 for neutral, 3 for drive, and then, you know, manual or overdrive or whatever. With this one, you actually push in the side button, push in the side button and push forward and to the left for it to go into reverse. If you push in the side button and go forward, it goes into neutral. And if you push the side button and go down, it goes into drive. I don't know if you can see the D right there. There's a big glare on it. But anyway, and then to put it in park, you don't touch anything else except this. And that puts it into park. You don't push it forward. You don't push the side or anything. You literally just push that button. And that puts it into park, and that is definitely something I'm not used to. So it doesn't have a lot of storage or anything. So you do have USBs down here. There's 2 USBs and then one like aux area right there. I'm trying to get it to focus, but it's not wanting. There it goes. Wasn't wanting to focus on that. But there's 2 USBs and then the aux. So it does have the Android Auto, and it does have the Apple Play for you to hook in your phones. And so that's where you hook it in for it to connect to that. It does have 2 cup holders up front. It does have the additional power source here, and then it has a cubby here, and then there's just this big, like a canyon there. I don't really know. I'm thinking about maybe trying to just get like a liner of some sort and put in here to where I can put stuff in there, because I don't want it moving around and rattling as I am driving. So like this, maybe you can see it down there better. Yeah. See those little designs and stuff that are in like the gray, the silver color? that are just so cool. And it just makes me think of like a spaceship or like, you know, Star Trek or Star Wars or something like that. I just think it's so cool looking. Anyway, and it's got a big screen. That is a very big screen to me. It's about the size of the large tablet. So there's that. And then it does have like, you know, the sports modes and things like that on it. Now this one is not the Premier. This one is just the regular EV. And so it doesn't have all of the extras on it. It doesn't have the heated seats. It doesn't have a lot of the extra things that you can get in it. Like I said, this is our first electric car. It's meant mainly for me just to go back and forth to work, which is about a mile or so each day. And so I really didn't need all that. Now, with that being said, we have talked about that if I keep this 2 to 4 years and still love it like I do now, then we will probably most likely get the Premier. And it also has a longer battery, so you can do your calls here. You can work with the panel here that's also very large. And then this is your cruise control. So you can get it with the heated steering and or this one's the heated steering, and this one is the lane control. To let you know if you're getting too close to a vehicle or if another one's getting too close to you. You can get all of those safety features, and that one does come in the Premier, I believe, or it can be added. It can be added to any of them, but it mainly comes in the Premier. And then that's your lights. You have auto lights and the interior panel lights, and you have, you know, all of your electric windows and mirrors and all that stuff. So I'm going to start it up here and just kind of let you see. You know, you literally just push the button and let go, and the P came up. Oh, you have to still put on the brake. So you put on the brake, push the power, it comes on. I had the windshield wipers on yesterday, so that's why they're on, and it's on. And so that literally is all it is to it. There's no sound hardly whatsoever to it. This regen right here is where you see that it's regenerating the battery as you're driving. It tells you your distance and so forth. So it does have 543 miles on it, but you have to know that we drove over 100 test driving it the other day. And we also drove home, which is a 2-hour drive and so forth. So these are your different settings and things that come on it. And this is where you control that. You can also go to home, and it actually tells you everything else that's going on with it. It tells you that the iPhone was last paired with it. It shows you your internet and everything here. And so, and your XM radio and everything else. So you can see everything that comes on it. But then as I get into using it, I will then turn around and pair the phone. So we will have Android Auto on it, and the iPhone, you know, Play and or iPhone whatever it is on here. And so that is what that will be like. And so then I'm going to turn it off so you can see what it's like when you turn it off. It also tells you over here about your energy used, and when you plan to leave or anything like that, you can set all that so that it knows, you know, what to prepare for. And so that's it. It's simple, it's easy, it's great. I'm loving it so far. So now I'm going to show you the back seat and the trunk part of it. So hold on just a second. Okay, and so this is the back seat of it. The thing about it is it's pretty big. It may not seem like it, but for a small car, it has a big back seat, which I just have on sweatpants and my house shoes because I've been inside. But you can see, like, my knees are right here. My feet are down here. I have plenty of room in here. I'm not touching the seat for a long ways. So anybody that's sitting back here, and I'm sitting comfortably. I'm not, you know, uncomfortable or anything like that. And so, you know, you have that. Now, the thing about this one is, because it's not the Premier, we did not get the extra outlets back here, and it doesn't have the cup holders back here. And so I am actually ordering in from Amazon just the little extra like console that goes right here. I think it's like $10. It's black. I'm just getting it, or it may not even be $10, but it literally just will go right here in this little spot. It'll have a thing for 2 cup holders, and you can put extra stuff in there, like tissues and things like that, whatever you might need. And so if you have the third person sitting here, their feet will straddle this, but I'm okay with that because there's not very many times that we will have, 4 to 5 people, and that's my umbrella. I do keep 2 umbrellas in here. I like to have them by the driver's door so that when people get in, if we have rain or whatever, we can get out. And then this is your headrest. This is what makes it go up and down. Oh. And then the back ones have it also, and it folds them. So you can fold your headrest in the back if you want them out of the way. And then you push them down or up over here on this little button. So that's pretty cool. And then next I'm going to show you the trunk. You can see it's just a hatchback style. And you can see it right here. But I'm going to show it to you. Okay, and so I've hit the button up here. So I'm going to lift this and let you see back here. So this is actually the charger that comes with it. This is the part that you put into it. And so when you put it in to the hole, you put it in and it clicks. To take it out, you push this button to release it, to let it out. When it's charging, it has a green light right here. If there's something wrong, it turns orange right there. And then the outlet that is on it or the plug that's on it is this one. So you can see it just goes into a regular 3 plug. So when we bought ours, we got the rubber mats to go with it. And so that is we paid extra for that. So these are actually the original mats that will come with it. So if you don't get the extra mats, you're going to get these. Now this picture here is actually, it's a net, or it's not a net, it's a thing that you put, so you connect it here and here. And it ends up being, it's just this, like, it's not a net, but it's like a material piece. But you connect it here, and then you turn around and connect it up here. And so it makes like a little thing that you can like put stuff on. And so like if you go shopping or whatever and you get bread, you can put like bread and buns and things like that up there. And then when you close the top, it actually lays flat. The other thing you can do is if you have stuff in the back like luggage, or say you put a purse or something back here and you have that connected and you close it, no one can see that from the outside. So hold on a minute, let's put it on there and I'll let you see. Okay, so now I have it connected. So this is the bottom of it. So this is like the top of it, so what it looks like. See, it's just, and it just kind of, it connects up to there, and then it connects down to there. And these right here, let's see if I can reach it. These right there, that's how you let the back seat down. So the back seat does lay all the way down, and then you get a pretty big area back here for being able to put stuff. But then when you close it, I don't know if you can see in there or not. Let's see if I can see better. I don't know if it's going to let us see that. Yeah, you can kind of see that. Okay. So you can see this mesh piece, or this net piece, goes up here and it connects. I'm trying to get it to show you. It's not wanting to focus on that. But anyway, I can see it. I don't know if you can. There we go. Okay. So you can see that the piece connects, and it goes all the way up to the seat right there, and then it goes all the way to the gate right here. So you can't see anything down in there really, except for like in these little bitty spots right there at the very edge. If you looked over inside it and really look down, you might get to see. But other than that, you can't see what's inside it. So it's just kind of a safety thing for being able to put stuff in there and not having to worry about it getting hot or getting
you know, the light beaming down on it or anything like that. So there you go. That's pretty cool. So anyway.